Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the XHDATA D-902. This is an AM/FM shortwave portable radio with solar, Bluetooth, and MP3 player. Yeah, number one. I love it. You can find this selling for $19.90 on Amazon, though this thing goes on sale quite often. As you can see, it's old school. You're seeing XHDATA and you're seeing something funky. So, yeah, let's take a look at it. You can still buy this in the fall of 2024. So, amazing. Here's the box. Solar wireless music radio, number one. Sweet. There you go. Got solar panel, 1 watt. You got a flashlight off to the other side there, checking it out there with the bullet points. There's an 18650 battery in there. This is music, USB, nice. Illustration, very cool. 3-band radio, loving it. Yeah, this is back in the day when they were just getting their feet wet. Like, I wonder if we should make a radio. And this is what they came up with. Love it. So yeah, there's your bullet points there. I think it's the same on this side. Okay, so took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. So in the box, we get the star of the show. Yes, the funky D-902. Yeah, rock on. I absolutely love it. Also, we get a charging cable. USB to, can we guess it? Micro USB. Yeah, before the Type-C revolution. They're doing it old school, micro style. All right. And then we get our instruction manual, which is 1 page. Awesome. Zooming it in. And you can just pause it if you have to. This is just in case I missed something. There's not much to miss, let me tell you. There you go. How to use your radio, yeah. How to use the MP3 player. How to use the Bluetooth. It's got Bluetooth. Can't believe that. That's awesome. And then we have some information at the bottom, specifications. I'll zoom in on that. There's our frequencies, FM, 87108, AM, 522 to 1620. Kind of looks like it's 9K stepping. Yes, it is. Oh, man. I'm an AM avid listener, as you guys know, most of you who watch my channel. And yeah, that kind of bothered me a bit. But I do pick up a few stations. And their contact information, which I think is still the same. So there's that. All right, cool. Let's get to the radio, the 902. Rock on. There's a 901, believe it or not, but the 901 came after the 902, which is a nicer, bigger radio that, yeah, would be the one to get versus this one. Just putting it out there. This thing is just, it's so different and interesting. I love it. So dimensions. We're at 6 1/4 inches in length. We have a height of 3 3/4 inch without the handle, and with the handle all the way up, we're at 5 3/8 of an inch. We also have a depth of 3 1/4 inches from front to back, front of the knob to the back of the solar panel. What a beautiful thing. So a quick size comparison. I gotta look around for something here. Yeah. Let's bring out their coup de grace. XHDATA D808. Here it is. You think they've come up in the world? Yes, they have. Holy cow, isn't that amazing? See here, I'm snagging this cloth. The D808, yeah, you got FM, AM, shortwave, single sideband, airband. Awesomeness. So, I like that. What else can I show? Did you guys know that XHDATA also makes the R108? I gotta go find one. Yeah, I got a bunch of them all over the place. I gotta look around. Here we are. I found one. R108. Now this is a sealed down version. They also made the Radio Wow when it first came out. A little dusty there. I gotta dust this thing off. But yeah, R108. Classic. FM, medium wave, shortwave, long wave, air. Portable little radio. I love it. Yeah, full coverage on shortwave and everything. So yeah, those are fun. And if you don't have those radios, of course, we always have a deck of cards. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He's not sure if he likes this cheap radio from China land. Ding, 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 ding. Holy crap, it's got a flashlight. Yeah, that's this video for sure. Holy crap, it's got a flashlight. Yes, it does. All right, let's talk about features of the awesome XHDATA D-902. Now, I don't know, does that little placard have a sticker on it? I wonder if they protected their little thing with plastic. They did. Look at that. They protected it. Holy cow. It's not even an LCD screen. It's their name. I know that was plastic. I took that off. But I didn't expect there to be one on there. Nice. Okay. Left-hand side of the radio. We got a switch. It says on or off and it has a light bulb. So what do you think it does? It turns this badass bright LED on. I was looking at it and I'm like, dirt. And I couldn't see what this writing was at the time. And yeah, I did the old blind my eye thing going, right? It's pretty bright. This is pretty impressive. I recommend running it with the lithium. Yeah, you can actually, second switch here, you can pick which type of battery you want to run. So you can pick your lithium battery, which is the center position. Turn the radio on.
Bluetooth music.
And then you can go up one, which noticeably dims the lights. At lower voltage is your D-cell battery bay. Nice. So we'll go back by turning that off. All right, let's go to the front. Now, if you look, this is pretty cheap plastics. My first one I bought, this is my second one. The first one, the handle was busted. This handle's pretty wimpy. The plastics are generic. I think this one doesn't creak as much, but my front one was loose on my first radio. Yeah, probably because it got fell or something in the box. But yeah, it's pretty cheap. I wouldn't hold that with the handle too much because it looks like it would probably break. Look, you can see the mold right there. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. But yeah, you got this gold plastic treatment, which, you know what, has that novelty factor, which I think is awesome. When I first got it, I'm like, hey, 2 speakers. Because you can see down in there, look at that. 2.5-inch speaker, nice. And I'm looking in here, and I'm like, hey, there's a speaker in there too. But I'm like, wait a minute, why is it closer to the grill than that one? Doesn't make any sense. It's not a speaker, it's fake. It's a faux speaker, man. Oh, heck. Anyway, going over here, as you saw, these light up around the dial. So mood lighting for your volume and tuning controls. There's no backlight for the main screen, which would be awesome if they did that. It almost looks like it lights up a little bit, but that's about it. That's all you get. A little tiny bit. There's our dial AM 520 to 1620, like I mentioned. It's 9 kilohertz stepped. It's a DSP radio, so that's a bummer. In the States, we run at 10 kilohertz stepping, so sometimes you'll miss some stations because it won't tune exactly on frequency, and so it won't sound as clear. FM, 87 to 108, and shortwave is kind of a daytime band, 6 megahertz to 18 megahertz. Okay, cool. Right hand side of the radio, you get a micro SD card slot, which I've populated with a 16 gigabyte size. You got a USB thumb drive slot to play music off of, and also it says Bluetooth MP3. This little light will flash when there's activity on that. Down here we have the micro USB charge input, and it takes about a half amp in, and it is a little red light that shows it's charging. I believe it goes out when it's done. It's red or it's amber, I can't remember now. Might be amber, might be like a yellow light, which is very cool. Matches the front panel. Top, we got some controls. Holy cow, there's more going on. I thought I'd be ready to start playing this thing. Our cheap handle, 3-band radio. Yeah, solar. This is awesome. MP3 player, we got controls for it. Mode button, switch between Bluetooth, MP3. Oh, I like it. Pause, play, track forward, track back, fast forward, rewind. But it only remembers your current track you're on, not the position of the track. That's unfortunate. Over here we have a switch to go between different modes. So all the way over to the left is MP3 Bluetooth. To the next switch is FM, one more AM, and all the way to this right side is shortwave. Rock on. And then, I should probably flip this handle down. I think it goes down. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe I'll leave it up. We have our whip antenna. It's got that Purna style with that black treatment. This extends out to 18 inches. I was thinking, oh, decent reception. Not so much. It's okay. We'll talk about it. Going to the back of the radio, we have the solar panel, which is 1 watt. Not bad. It'll probably trickle charge the internal 18650. Yeah, I said internal. It's not accessible. If you want to replace it, you have to take 4 screws out to open this up. I'll put a little picture up here of what the 18650 battery looks like. It's a flat top and it's soldered in. So there you go. You'll have to take the hot glue out and solder. Now the thing is, you don't normally want to solder an 18650 unless it has solder tabs. So that's something to think about. So we'll go ahead and flip this panel, which goes all the way up. Isn't that nice? So you can direct the sun head on. In the back here, we have, more frequency information. Kind of zoom in on that. There we go. Crystal clear. Now, the 18650, I couldn't see any markings on it either. The picture is probably glued with that turned downward, but I'm guessing it's either 800 milliamp hour or 1200, one of the two. Those purple cells, they're usually like 800, believe it or not. I never knew they came in that low variety, but they do. Look, D-cell battery bay, 2 D-cells, rock on. That's great capacity, look at that, yeah. Just run your radio with it, don't run your Bluetooth or MP3 player. It likes the higher voltage. Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that they have that dual option. And it has a switch to control in between. All right, great. So let's go ahead and talk about FM reception and turn it on and start demoing it. So FM reception report. I like to do it on a 5-tier method. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. This scored a okay 2-star rating. Yes, below average. I found about 40 stations with it. And yeah, it's a little radio that tried. And it's okay. It's just not great. Selectivity was 2-star, okay. Again, I expected more out of a DSP radio. Typically, digital signal processor radios tend to be better on FM. This one, again, not so much. Even with an 18-inch whip antenna, I figured I'd do okay. But there are better radios like the 901, which you should be looking at, which I'll probably have links to in the ad card section. Also, there's an older XHDATA cheapie that I did with wood grain. Old school panel wood grain. Looks like your grandma's house. I'll put that up there too. You get a kick out of that. Check it out. But anyway, that's our FM reception. Let's turn it on. Yeah, you can't turn it on there. Do the switch thing. So I gotta go over here. We're gonna switch it to the middle position for lithium. Rock on. Okay, turn it up.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this is
One speaker.
crazy mother.
Paused it. No headphone jack, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, some YouTube royalty-free music they're playing. That way I could like sit on the music. When I do the FM band scan, I won't be able to sit on the music, but we're gonna do an FM band scan for sure. But let's go see if there's old-time radio shows on here.
Okay, Duffy. Eddie. Eddie, when was the last time this place was cleaned up?
I don't know. I'm Eddie Green, not Elephant.
Eddie, stop gold bricking. We gotta clean up the place now. Get up there on the ladder and sweep that big spider web off the ceiling.
Got news for you.
What?
That spider web is the ceiling.
Well, cut the jokes and get up on the ladder, and while you're up there, scrape the dirt off the walls.
All the dirt?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, start a landslide?
Eddie, will you get to work and just...
Duffy's Tavern. I love it. So yeah, you can listen to that. Now the only problem is that if you stop it, turn off the radio, it'll remember what track you're on, but it won't remember where you were in the track. So if you're listening to a half-hour show, you'll have to fast forward to where you remember stopping. So that's just one caveat, but still not too bad. Not too bad. I don't know if this is worth $19.90, but I don't know what I think I got mine for like $12. It was on like Prime Day sale or something like that. I had it for a little while sitting there. I got a few radios sitting around, right? So anyway, yeah, let's check out Shortwave. Yeah, Shortwave, dude. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way to Shortwave, and I'm going to start at the bottom. Yep, we're at the bottom of the dial. I got a little wire I'm gonna hook up. See, I'm in a subfloor basement, so I need to reach, and this little wire goes out to my window blinds on the inside, not the outside, so it won't overload the radio, actually. I noticed that. Now, I have another wire upstairs that reaches outside, and sometimes inexpensive radios will overload. But I didn't notice any with this radio, which is surprising. So let's go ahead and angle that back. You can pick up these wires, Kato T1, Sanjin ANT60, stuff like that. Texan AN03, all those different numbers. But yeah, you can pick up pretty cheap. Even Fezequin has one for like $6. I've been using that one too. Donated to the channel this year. Enjoyed it. So here we are. Shortwave. I think this is 5950 kilohertz.
But if you look to the Apostle Paul, he himself says he was sent to minister to the Gentiles. But where do you often find him starting out? In the synagogue.
Oh yeah, so you'd think tuning would be to the right, but if you look at the arrows, you go this way to tune that way. Right? It seems reversed.
When it says the churches of Asia Minor and synagogues that existed. So hear me out on this. We have several examples where he's preaching and reasoning in the synagogue. In Ephesus.
No la puede despreciar. El otro equipo son grandes ligas también. Ahí está, vemos al entrenador de picheo de conjunto de los Dodgers sacando cuenta.
Picking up Cuba.
Anotando. Vamos a ver, porque si tú ahora va a tener. No le tires. Apóngase.
And subscribe to the YouTube channel for his next online show. Airtime represents two friends discovering Monday for the first time. What an exhibit. I love modernism.
6070 out of Canada, Toronto. That's awesome. Didn't expect to pick that up. Now they faded away. There they are. Music. I'm gonna go as slow as I can.
Del bateador. ¿Y quién viene? Viene Cody Bellinger, el hombre que dio jonrón y remolcó 3. Cody Bellinger. Way out.
I think that was Radio Marti on the East Coast. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. Oh, I forgot to mention that. That'd be a good thing to do, right? Yeah, Chicago, Illinois, USA, and it is 11:59 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA in September 2024. Awesome. Okay.
Set up the text and it's middle
I think that's the BBC on the British Isles. Nice.
A mother, it's still a learned response. Fear of an angry response. This actually works both ways. Some women get
9330 kilohertz. This is WBCQ out of Maine, USA.
To you, the first thing to do is ask yourself, have I encouraged her or him to be dishonest by making the first responsible for a private system?
Akib, Blinken ya ba da sawa sama da dala miliyan 325 don taimaka wajen gyara makamashi na Ukraine da wutar lantarki, yayin da Rasha ke ci gaba da kai hare-hare sannan tare da kusan dala miliyan 290.
Czechia and Hungary are considering co-hosting the 2029 Ice Hockey World Championships, with the group stages matches taking place in Brno, where a new multifunctional arena.
The signal consists of various tones, chirp, and noise bursts. The signal will be broadcast for several weeks. For more information on how to follow www.AWWVH project, please visit www.hamspy.org/WWV. At the tone, 5 hours, 5 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
At the tone, 5 hours, 5 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
There you go. I don't know if that's VH. If we heard Hawaii there, that's nice. Usually Fort Collins, Colorado. 10 megahertz. Go really quick up here because I want to do an FM band scan. I wasn't expecting to find so much. Because the daytime shortwave, it was about 6 stations found, and I found way more already, so yeah. The other night I did find Radio New Zealand on one of these inexpensive radios. But that station's strong. Something here? Okay, we'll call it there. Let's go to FM. So it's all the way to that side and one click back. All right. All right, cool. So let's go all the way down and hear the FM music. Yeah. Or talking. It's not a very accurate dial. It's got this big fat indicator. I'm not picking up much downstairs here.
Now it is more than 2.5 years.
Metallica with Spit Out the Bone. I'm Corso, heading out the door. I will talk to you later on this evening. Wayne's coming in next. I leave you with... Rideshare and food delivery services.
Into our pipes. Well, so much for the bill. I say. Now, just a minute. If my last... Nie zatrzyma mnie, choć wojny nie ma żadnej między nami. Dios hoy lo tiene a usted.
As you can tell, not a fun experience in that fan, but it is what it is. Okay, we're almost there. We're just gonna zip through the AM band, and then we'll call it. And I'll give you some final thoughts on the 902. We're loving it. Yes, fun part of the video. If you're made it this far and you're having fun listening, that's great. Kick that back up there. We gotta kick this over one. AM band. Crank it up. So we can pick up anything in my neighborhood, Chicago.
Fought the terrorists. They gained access to the cockpit.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago.
For the controls of that cockpit and that plane, eventually driving it into the ground of that.
Them to add more office space. Now,
70 walked, and then a sack fly in the ninth, so he will be our hardest working player of the game.
Here's 670, the score.
The game ball play with the big 3-run homer is Cody.
The World Trade Center.
One or two of them.
High, but pale in comparison to 9/11. In 1975, there was a fire. In
It's like when you're recording your recording session is fine. right when we're asleep, so, you can't do that.
Yeah, and
Are you still with us? Winifred.
720 WGN, rocking.
Winifred's gone? Oh, man. All right, well, Winifred, sorry about that. And she was a first-time caller, too.
Zoomer Radio barely coming in there. Volume's all the way up. Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast.
I have one of the largest collections in Hollywood, and some of my specimens are very rare. In fact, I'm the only collector in the United States who has a genuine silver digger. Silver digger? That's the girl who digs you only for car fare.
780 WBBM News Radio, old-time radio, Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Yes, well, they usually come from the south. Oh, yes, sure. South, yeah, pronounced with T's. Now it's your turn to say something. I offered to swap him 4 Genevieves and a pair of Helens for her, but he refused. Bill,
sift a free cup of coffee.
About law enforcement, and to be honest with you, it plays to every stereotype that there is in the black community about how African Americans perceived or not.
Childhood, and that got me interested, and I went, what? And I started thinking.
The city manager, Brian.
I'm going to zip up the dial.
Telling the people that
Our industry get a chance to do that. And on some...
A lot of bad through the years. Loses.
Last thing you want to hear on a boat, incident which a Carnival Cruise Line spoke at, they struck an iceberg. No one was hurt aboard the ship, and the ship
coast to coast.
was damaged by the incident which a Carnival Cruise Line spokesperson described as Carnival Cruise Line.
They don't really like sports.
mostly good news.
Okay, there you go. That's it. That's what we're going to deal with. So let's see. I got my switches here. There we are. Versus like turning on the LED. I love it. The D-902. Final thoughts real quick. What I like about it and what I don't like about it. Okay. Yeah, there's obvious stuff. But anyway, likes built-in battery. 18650. It's in there. When it dies, you still have the D-cell battery bay if you can't fix your own flat top. Putting a new one in there, because it is kind of tricky. Normally they recommend you do not solder on a flat top battery, and it does make sense because you can cause a fire. So be very careful. If you do decide to replace it, try to get a battery that has tabs or some type of protection circuit. Yeah, that's probably the better way to go. D-cell battery bay, awesome. Bluetooth MP3 player, it has it. I don't know if did I even hit the Bluetooth thing? I probably didn't. She says it in here. Let's see. Mode.
Bluetooth music.
Okay, so she says it for a split second. That's because I have this so that's my SD card slot in there. Let me just pop that out real quick. That way you can hear the Bluetooth thing. You got to hear the Bluetooth thing. All right, let's turn it back on.
Bluetooth mode.
There it is, Bluetooth mode. Okay, you get it. It has it. Awesome. Flashlight and quirky design. What I don't like about it, radio performance is pretty weak, though I'm impressed with the shortwave redemption. I did a little story write-up, as you guys probably know, if you follow my community section. And I did mention that FM band wasn't so great, AM 9 kHz stepped, but then we got to the shortwave, and listen to the shortwave tonight. It was fantastic. BBC, Canada, we're picking up everywhere. I love that. Not just religious stations. There was other stuff going on. Just absolutely amazing. Love it. I don't like the weak materials. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. If you drop it, it's going to break in a million pieces. Just letting you know. Overall, buy this if you want it for novelty. So this radio is not for everybody. I don't recommend this to everybody. No. Buy it if you're an XHDATA fan and you want part of what started it all. That's why you're buying this radio. Not because it's an awesome radio. It's not. It's just the Quirky radio. I think I might even title this the Quirky radio. It's the quirk. Anyway, I'm done. So there you go, the D-902. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, if you did. 2, if you like XHDATA and you like their awesome models, D-808, awesome models, R108, and you want to see more, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future awesome videos. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the XHDATA D-902 versus all the others. I kind of want to know what you got to say. Alrighty. Looking forward to reading those comments. Take care, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.